Somebody asked me, it says, what do you think about good looking people, like say like really, really tall guys and that are really, really attractive, and that is all they are. Like their personality is being tall or their personality is being good looking. What y'all think about that? You sound like you got something to say.
Oh man.
I'm gonna let him marinate a little bit. I'll collect my thoughts. I mean that is true.
I feel like if all that's going for you is your looks, then that's not for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've definitely come across guys I thought that was cute, and then talking conversation,
Boring as fuck.
I was like, no. And it was such a turn off.
Yeah.
It is a turn. So like,
Yeah.
so say we out somewhere. We going out like as a group of friends. You know, you see that you're a perfect guy, perfect everything you want. Like, got the comb, DC comb over, got the height. You know, beautiful, gorgeous man, just gorgeous, tall as fuck. Like he looked like he'd be able to throw you around and everything.
Oof.
And you started talking, but he got no personality because that's literally all he is.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Really, just complete like the
No.
coochie just completely dry up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Looks aren't everything. Personality.
Yep.
okay. Any thoughts?
Wait, this is for girls though.
I was we have to flip it around too on the other way. The equivalent
Yeah,
is
looks can be deceiving.
the equivalent is, you know, we flipped on the other way. Like how would you deal with a girl who is like everything that you want, but like literally all her personality just looking good?
Exactly. Imagine.
I think for guys and girls, we can both agree that that's good to mess around with. That's not good to date. That's about it.
You
I'm
know,
gonna just leave it at that.
you know, it's funny because like I actually have an example about this. I have a friend, and this is like a friend of a friend, right? So one of my let me collect my thoughts before I say this so I don't say it wrong. So I have a friend, and she used to hook up with this guy in college, right? It's a very, very good looking guy. Like she showed me a picture of this dude. I'm like, dude, that's a good looking ass dude. Like that dude is very, very good looking. He's tall. He's great looking. She told me he got a big ass dick too. So
Nice.
he's like, okay, he's like this girl only likes Asian guys, right? So he's like an Asian dude. He's like 6 something.
He was a unicorn.
Very, very good looking. And she told me he had like a huge schmeat. Like his schmeat is huge. Right?
What's huge to her though?
We get it.
Like this?
How many times you say huge dick just to get on with it?
It's funny because like
He just wants to emphasize the.
no,
dick
I'm just saying
size.
that he got like he's like this guy's like literally like a unicorn. Like God took his time with this guy, right? And she said that literally this dude, I think they still keep in touch after like all these years. And she said like this dude, like nobody wants to date this dude.
Because he doesn't have personality.
He said like his
It's all in his
personality is
schmeat.
yeah.
His
It's all in
personality
there.
is a
It's
schmeat.
all in there.
Yeah. So his schmeat got more personality than he do.
Yeah, all the personality went to the wrong head.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Oh my God.
Yep.
That's a line of the night. But now that she told me that like basically, yeah, he great looking dude. Girls get to know him, but then nobody ever wants to stick around because he's like when talking to him, there's really nothing to talk about because he's just good looking. That's it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't lead anywhere. And she said she kind of feels sorry for him too because he won't ever be able to find nobody.
Yeah.
I think it's some Stockholm syndrome. Just kidding. That's not Stockholm syndrome. That's not that.
That's not.
I mean,
Wait.
sometimes
Right
you can
term.
try,
I'm
but a lot
100%
of times,
joking.
like if they don't have personality, or it's just kind of like talking to a wall.
Do you think a person could develop a personality if they don't have one? What y'all think?
I mean, I
That would
think
be
it
really
takes-
hard,
It takes
though.
work.
It takes work.
Yeah.
It takes work.
Genuine
Yeah.
personality, not just absorbing something like
Yeah.
superficial and temporary.
I think so.
Okay. Do you think that like people like that, whether they're a guy, whether they're a girl, do you think they're that way because they just never needed a personality, just got by with their looks, so they never actually put effort into having one?
I think so. Yeah.
Because it also goes the same for some guys just know how to use their meat, and then be bad everywhere else. Like you could tell.
Wait, you could tell.
Yeah.
You can tell, yeah.
Yeah.
How can you tell? Give us the secrets.
It was just I had this one experience. I was talking to this guy, and yeah, it was just like outside of that, he was just not dateable. Couldn't communicate, just lots of things. No emotional IQ. You just try to find somebody like well rounded all around. Like it's just like he's just good for bed. Like that was it. Like I couldn't really hold conversations with him.
Okay, there's I saw this somewhere a long time ago. They said that there are some people where I think this goes for guys and girls. Like they'll like date like multiple people at a time, and they'll only specifically have one, like we'll say a girl in this situation, right? Like they'll be like talking to multiple people, and they have like this one guy specifically just to get the schmeat. Is that true? And they'll like maybe like talk to other people like, oh my God, like they'll have like different guys for different roles. Have you guys ever heard about that?
Yeah,
No.
it's called a 5.
It's called a what?
It's called a roster.
What?
A
I've never heard of
roster.
Let's
that.
go roster.
It's a roster.
You really have one.
Think about just on the basketball team, each person does something different.
Yeah.
There you
But-
go.
roster.
Well, Viv,
What?
Yeah.
Mine's a one-stop shop.
you know what? You know how to find them then. But I think that they say there's like one guy you do boyfriend stuff with, one guy you do like emotional stuff with, one guy you get the schmeat from, so stuff like that.
Damn, am I living wrong?
It's hard to build a roster up.
You're starting 5.
Dude, I low key
I
feel
cannot count 5.
when you brought up like the personality thing, I think it's just, I think some people don't have a personality just because they don't care enough about other people to
to have a personality.
personality. Does
which
that make
goes
sense?
hand in hand with their looks.
Yeah, they probably like have extreme I guess it's narcissism.
They have extreme.
Yeah,
Not very
because-
self-aware.
Very
Yeah.
superficial.
Yeah, because
Everything is just superficial.
Mhm.
No personality.
exactly.
I've actually, I don't know. I've met a narcissist that
Well, it's
had a
like
good person,
Plenty.
has a good person, like a great personality. But
it's like a no, maybe not narcissism. Maybe they're like more self-absorbed because
They are.
it's like essentially what I'm saying is like if I would say Jesse and I, we develop our personality because we grew up around mainly Caucasian African Americans, and so you have to learn how to talk and speak with people in a way so
Yeah.
they can, you can carry a conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
But if you're so good looking, you're just not. People just come to talk to you, so you don't really need to say it or do anything.
Because they do most of the talking.
They
you
do
just
most of the talking.
stand there and you look pretty.
Exactly. So and then when you say a very attractive person meets another very attractive person, right? And the person who's just getting used to getting talked to all the time is just like, what do I even?
Crickets.
They don't. They're like, I don't have any practice with it. That's why I
Yes.
do think you can learn it
Yeah.
if they expanded like
Yeah.
interest or something like
Okay,
that.
I can see that. I can see what you're saying. I think that like what it comes down to is the reason why me and you like that growing up in a place because we were people pleasers,
Yeah.
and so like you want to people please. And that's why you like learned the ability to communicate and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.